Good morning, people. April 6, 10 a.m. Let's start reviewing our course, refreshing our memories, so it will help us to be ready, better prepared for the final exam. Okay, let's start from the beginning. And we start from chapter 5, cost volume profit analysis and break-even charts. So hopefully you remember we have two cases here. First case is when we have units, right? So condition to break even is following: total revenue equals total cost, same as profit equals to 0. So that is condition to break even. So in case of units, we have following formulas: total revenue px, total cost bcx plus fixed cost, then contribution margin, price minus variable cost. Contribution rate is contribution margin over price. Then I have break-even point for units. It's a fixed cost over contribution margin. Break-even point for dollars, it is fixed cost over contribution rate. Here we have alternative formula. Is this price times break-even point in units? And finally, break-even point as a percent of capacity is break-even point in units over X months. Yeah, except those formulas with the fixed cost, where we use fixed cost and contribution margin, contribution rate, break-even point in units can be calculated using this two function and creating a conditional equation. So those formulas we use in case of units. Do you have any questions, people? So let me know when you're ready to continue. Can you continue, people? Okay, so let's practice. The manufacturer of major appliances provides the following information about the operations of the refrigeration division. Fixed cost per period is $26,880. Variable cost per unit is $360. Selling price per unit is $640. And capacity is 150 units. So, question number 0. Do we have units here, yes or no? uh, we didn't discuss date of final exam. That's, let me see, April 22nd. That's the date of final exam. Okay, I asked a question. Do we have units in this exercise, yes or no? Okay, we have options no. What other options do we have? We have options yes. Okay, let's read it. Cost per unit, price per unit, capacity 150 units. So do we have units or no? Yes, we do have units, yes. Okay, so let's write what we know. So fixed cost is 26,880. Variable cost is 360. Price 640, and X max is 150. So, any questions at that point, people? Okay, let's answer. So A, contribution margin. Contribution margin, it's a price minus variable cost, so 640 minus 360. Minus what is that? 640 minus 360 is 280. Okay, contribution rate, that is 280 over 640. So what is it? 0.4375. So please calculate together with me. Don't just copy and paste. Let me know when you're ready to continue, because I need to flip a page. Okay, so B, we need 3 break-even points, right? So break-even point in units, it is fixed cost over contribution margin. So what I have, 26,880 over 280. 26,880 over 280. So let's see. It's 96 units. Break-even point as a percent of capacity. That's break-even point in units, which is 96 over 150, which is X max. So we have 64%. And now break-even point in dollars, that's fixed cost over contribution rate. And here we remember that if contribution rate is a long and inconvenient number, we will use alternative formula. 0.4375. It's not bad, right? But just to demonstrate, let me see if I have next page. Yeah, I have lots of pages. Just to demonstrate the second formula, we will do both. So 61,440. If I let me double check, break-even point in dollars, it is price, which is 640 times 96. Let's see. Yeah, exactly the same value. So those two values, obviously, they have to match. So far, any questions, guys? Please confirm my values. Let me know when you're ready to continue. Okay, so what next? Determine break-even point in sales dollars if fixed cost increased to 32,200. So C, fixed cost 32,200. So we changed fixed cost. We need break-even point in sales dollars. Did we affect a contribution margin and contribution rate, guys, by changing fixed costs? Yes or no, guys? Did we do that? Is that change affecting? No, right? So we can use contribution rate 43.75 and say that break-even point in sales dollars is 32,200 over 0.4375. Okay, so what is that? $73,600. So we raised expenses, obviously. We have to sell more to cover those expenses, right? Determine the break-even points as a percent of capacity if fixed cost is reduced to 23,880. 808, sorry, 23,808. So, and variable cost 60% of sales. So let's see. So fixed cost. Do I have page? Yes, I do. Okay. So fixed cost is 23,808, and variable cost is 0.6 times 640. So let's calculate 384. So this time we affected contribution margin, right? And what they want, percent of capacity. So we need contribution, we need break-even point in units to calculate that. So contribution margin is 640 minus 384. That's 256. Obviously, guys, if variable cost is 60% of price and contribution margin is different price and variable cost, we can find it as this, right? Contribution margin will be 40% of price. Make sense, guys? Yes or no? So anyways, we can just safely follow formulas and have results. So break-even point in units, it is 23808 over 256. Okay, times 93. So 93, and break-even point as a percent of capacity, it is 93 over 150 0.62 or 62%. So any questions, guys? Let me know when you're ready to continue. And last step for this question, we will make a chart. Okay, so let's have a chart. Two axes, right? Vertical axis stands for dollar. This horizontal for units. We need two functions. Total revenue is 640 times X, right? So we build, it's a straight line. We use 2 points. So first point is 0. Second point is maximum. If we have, right, maximum. If not, we use break-even point. Remember that, right? So what is it? 640 times 150. That's 96,000. So I can say 96,000 here. 150, let's say somewhere here. We draw verticals and have a second point. Connect, bump. Oops, I missed. Second attempt. Okay. Well, I'm not Michelangelo, so. Total revenue. Now let's see total cost. Function. Too early for brackets. So total cost function is what was the actually variable cost? Original 360. So 360 times X. Well, I should look for fixed costs at the moment, right? 26,880. 26,880. So again, we have 2 points. 0 gives us fixed cost and X max. So 360 times 150 plus 26,880. Let's calculate what is it. So it's $80,880. Somewhere here, 80,880. And again, remember that this graph is just sketch, approximate picture. 26,880 here. So we connect two lines, right? And this line is actual break-even point, right? And here we have, what was it, 64 as far as I remember? No, 96. Oops, 96. And 640 times 96, so 6144. That's it. Well, some sources you may find that it is loss, right? And here's profit, but you know, it's not so critical to highlight those areas. Just to make it beautiful, huh? Anyways, so any questions regarding chart? Here's important to remember that total revenue function always starts at the 0 point. Always, no matter what question you have. It's natural because if you sell zero, your revenue is zero. And total cost function always starts at a fixed cost point. And it also makes sense, meaning that even if you sell nothing, you still have to cover your costs like rent, water, phone line, electricity, etc., etc., etc. Okay, people, questions? Let me know when you're ready. Okay, so it was case when we had units. Let's continue case with no units. So condition is exactly the same. Total revenue equals total cost, or profit is zero. This part is the same. Now, total revenue in this case is, yes, okay, I remember just very important part here. X is in units. That's very important here, piece of information. So come back to your formulas and write this. X is in units. Okay? Here I have X is in dollars. It's very important. So total revenue X, total cost is variable cost over sales times X plus fixed cost. Contributional margin, that's sales minus variable cost. Contributional rate, that's contribution margin over sales. And we have break-even point. In sales dollars, it is fixed cost over contribution rate. We have no alternative here, just that's the one. Break-even point as a percent of capacity. Very similar formula over sales max. Okay, so those are formulas for case when we have no units. Let me know when you're ready to continue, or if you have any questions. Okay, let's practice. The following information is available from the accounting records of EVA Corporation. Fixed cost per period is 4,800. Sales volume for the last period was $19,360, and variable cost was $13,552. Capacity per period is a sales volume of 32,000. So question number 0. Do we have units here, yes or no? No units. Right, answer is correct. So we use a second group of formulas, what we just had refreshed, right? So what I have, let me see, I have fixed cost 48,000, sorry, 100. Sales is 19,360. Variable cost, sometimes they say total variable cost, that's the same thing, 552. And sales max, that is capacity, right? So sales volume, that's a sales max, is 32,000. It means if they sell everything, well, they have 32,000, right? Okay, so let's start answering questions here. Contribution margin, it is sales, which is 19,360 minus variable cost 13,552. So let me see. 19,360 minus 13,552, $5,808. Contribution rate, it is 5,808 over 19,360. And I have, wow, 30%. 30%. Okay, let me know when you're ready to continue. And of course, anytime, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them. So guys, can I continue and flip a page? Okay, next step is sales break-even points. So B, break-even point in dollars, it's a fixed cost which is 4,800, I believe, right? Yes, divided on contribution rate 0.3. 4,800 over 0.3. Let's see. $16,000. And break-even point. Yeah, very nice. Break-even point as a percent of capacity, it is 16,000 over 32,000. It is what, 50%, right? 50%. Okay, so next, detailed break-even chart. Okay, so for the chart, we remember that if we don't have sales max, we won't be able to build that chart. So here we have dollars, Here we have percent of capacity. So total revenue is X, right? So basically that's the line what divides this angle, 90 degrees angle on half, which is 45 degrees. So I can start with that. So to make my chart more or less realistic, so total revenue in zero, I have 0. That didn't change. And if I sell everything, I have 32,000. So total revenue, if I sell everything, which is 100%, is 32,000. That is sales bucks, right? So let's see what can be done for total cost. That is variable cost is 13,552, and the sales 19,360. Okay, and 4,800, that is fixed cost. So I have this information. So 13,552 divided 19,360 times X plus 4,800. So total cost function is 0.7 X plus 4,800. And here we go, same points, 0. And again, this rule stays not changed. If you sell nothing, you still pay fixed cost. So this line starts at the point of fixed cost. Let's see if you sell everything, which is 100%. That's 0.7 times 32,000 plus 4,800. So what is it? 27,200. So 27,200 right there. Boom. That's total cost function. That is total revenue function. And this guy, again, it's a break-even point. Here I have 50%, right? And here I have 16,000. This is a detailed break-even chart. So, any questions? Okay, so next, for each of the following independent determined break-even point, fixed cost increased by 600. So fixed cost, let me change color. Let's set it to black. Fixed cost increased by 600, right? Yes. So 48 minus 6 is 42. So we need to find break-even point, just break-even point. So in sales dollars, we need contribution margin, contribution rate, and we already know by changing fixed cost, we didn't change contribution rate, so it is 0.3. So break-even point in sales dollars, that is 4,200 over 0.3. Let's see, what is it? Oh, hold on a second. Something interesting. 14,000. If I want break-even point, do I have next page by the way? Yes. If I want break-even point as a percent of capacity, that's 14,000 over 32,000, right? Is 0.4375. So it's better. And it's natural, we have less expenses, so we have to sell less in order to cover it. So let me know when you're ready to continue. We still have one question. Okay, so what do we have? Fixed cost increased to 5670. Variable cost changes 55% of sales. Okay, so let's start. Fixed cost is 5670. Variable cost is 0.55 times what we had for sales. And for sales, we have 19,360. 19,360. So 0.55 times 19,360. $10,648. So contribution rate was affected. We need to recalculate that. 19,360 minus 10,648. So 8,712. The contribution rate is 8,712 over 19,360. 0.45%. Okay. So break-even point. In dollars, it is 5670 over 0.45. 12,600. And if I like break-even point as a percent of capacity here, I have 12,600 over 32,000. 0.39375. That's it. So on this happy note, we're done with chapter 5. Any questions you might have, people? Okay, so we're ready for chapter 6. I offer you to take a break for 10 minutes and then we will continue. So let's have a break. So be back in 10:50. And we will continue. Break. Okay, guys, break is over. So let's continue with chapter 6. Okay, so what we have? Discounts. Amount of discount is list price times D, where D is rate of discount, right? So let's net price or price after discount L minus A, right? And if we combine first two formulas, we will have this. Okay, so let's play with formulas. L is A over D. D is A over L. Right here is L is N plus A, and A is L minus N. Okay, so now what can we do? We can combine what? These two formulas, and we will have this. D equals L minus N over L. Sometimes it is useful to have it. Also, let's play with the formula, last formula, and that's what we have. So again, sometimes useful to have that formula. So next, it is net price factor for series of discounts. So L1 minus D1, 1 minus D2, etc. 1 minus Dn. Okay, and one more formula for single discount rate is this. We remember we do not add discount together, discount. So D1 plus D2 plus Dn, that's big no. Any questions, guys? So let me know when you're done with those formulas. We will continue for second part where we have pricing, right? Okay, so second parts S is C plus E plus profit. Okay, then markup is E plus profit. So S is C plus markup. Also, we have markup rate based on cost and markup rate based on selling price. Right? What else we have? Okay, we have markdown amount S minus SP. Well, that's exact reflection of previous formulas, where markdown amount is A, SP is N, S is L. Yeah, right. Nice captures. So SP is S. Actually, yeah, that's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? So I prefer to use the second one. Anyways, so markdown rate, that's SP. Oh, sorry, markdown over S. My bad. Markdown amount over S. So SP is as 1 minus markdown rate. That's about it. Yes, one more formula. It's a marked price. When we would fool our customers, promising them uh, promising them discount, but in reality, what happened? We build in this discount into price. That's how it's done. So, any questions? Okay, let's practice then. Discount Electronics lists an article for 10.20, less 25 and 15. Competitor carries same article for 9.27, less 25. What further discount? Correct to the nearest, that's 1/10 of a percent. Must the competitor allow so that its net price is same as discount? So what I have, actually, let me make it shorter. I have 10.20, 1 minus 0.25, 1 minus 0.15. What is that? So 0.75 times 0.85 times 10.20, 650.25. That's one store. Second store 9.27, 1 minus 0.25 has what? 9.27 times 0.75, 695.25. So who has to make a discount? The second guy, right? And here what I do, I say, okay, fine. I can say L is 695.25 because that's the amount I have to discount more, right? N is 650.25, right? And we need D. And look at that, guys. Look at this beautiful formula in the corner. Now we can use it. L minus N over L. So 695.25 minus 650.25 over 695.25. So D is, let's see, 0.06472491. Now it depends, they might say, okay, we want accuracy for digits, so I would say there's approximately 64725%. That would be the answer. That would be the answer. So on top of 25%, the second store has to, 1/10 of the, 1/10. So it makes story different. D is 6.5%. That's this, right? That's it. That's the answer. They want accuracy only one decimal place. Any questions, people? Right there. This side? Okay. Let me know when you're ready. MP, it's a market price. Let's say you are selling calculators. You want to, as a result of sale, you want to have $100 on hands, but you want to offer 20% of discount. So if you put $100 right away, right, you will, and after discount you will have what, $80, right? So no good. You must include that 20% into your price, and you will charge $125. 125, not 225. Understood? Okay. So we will have questions like that, don't worry about it. So any questions regarding that exercise? Okay, let's continue. On May 18, an invoice dated May 17 for 4,000 less 20 and 15 times 510 EOM was received by Aldo Distributors. What's the last date of the discount period? What is the amount due if the invoice is paid with the discount period? Okay, guys, we remember that we still need that table, right? Date between days. Actually, let me use different color. Okay, so May 17, May 18, all this is what? A fairy tale story. So we put May 17, it's as a date of invoice for 4,000, right? And 1 minus 0.2, 1 minus 0.15. That's actual amount. And terms EOM tells me that it is end of month, so I have to wait till May 31st. It will be day 0, right? And June 10 will be last day of 5% of the discount. Are you with me, guys? Any questions? So last day of the discount is June 10. So 2, that's A or 1, whatever. It's 1. Answer for question 1. Now question 2, 4,000. I have to first find this, right? Make sense? And on top of that, 5%. So 0.8 times 0.85 times 0.95 times 4,000. I have 25.84. That's the answer for question 2. Any questions, people? Yes, Ariel. What is confusing you? Zero 05 came from, let me make it nice and bright, from here. We pay within discount period, so we have extra 5%. Any other questions? Okay, let me know when you're ready to continue. Right there. Okay, Homeland Hardware buys a cat litter for $6 less 20% per bag. The store's overhead is 45 of cost, and the owner requires profit of 20% of cost. For how much should the bags be sold? First of all, let's analyze what do we actually have. So store buys that cat litter, it means it's their cost, right? So 6 times 1 minus 0.2, what is it? 6 times 0.8, it's 480. Got it. That's, we know. Then overhead, it is expense, 0.45 times cost, which is 480, right? So 216. And profit, 20% of cost. So everything can be calculated. Beautiful. Times 480, so 96 cents. So far, guys, any questions? Okay, so let's start answering questions. How much should be back sold? I have CE profit, so that is the formula, C plus E plus profit. So I have everything, 480 plus 216 plus 0.96. So what is it? 792. What is the amount of markup included in the selling price? So markup is what? E plus profit, right? That is 216 plus 0.96. What is it? 312. Okay, what is the rate markup based on selling price? So 3m over s is 312 over 792. So over 792, 0. I put 39 in brackets, it means it's in period. So 39 continues approximately 0.4. Okay, I think it's enough. Or you can put, if you want more accuracy, you can put 0.394. It would be more accurate. Rate of markup based on cost, and we have MC is 312 over 480. So 3.12 over 4.8, 65%. Let me know when you're done. I'm gonna flip a page to continue. If I have that page, yes I do. So far, any questions, people? So let me know when you're done. Okay, so break-even price. And here, what was it, number 5? Break-even price happens when I have profit 0, right? So it means 480 plus 216. So that S1 is 480 plus 216. What is it? 696, right? That is break-even price. Okay, what operating profit or loss is made if bag is sold for $7.50? So let's see. So profit, it is $7.50 at total revenue minus total cost. What is total cost? That is cost of buying, and that is expense. So let's see. Actually, yeah. So 750 minus 696, 54 cents. That's the profit when we sell back for 750. Any questions, guys? Okay, so let's continue. Let me see something. Yeah, we're almost done actually. That's good. A merchant realizes a markup of $42 by selling an item at markup of 37.5% of cost. The merchant's overhead expenses are 17.5% of regular selling price. At promotional sale, the item was reduced to a price of $138.95. So what is the regular selling price? Before we answer any questions, I suggest that we actually write down what we know. So we know markup amount, $42. And we have markup is 0.375 times C. Okay, so we know that expense is 0.175 times S, and we know that SP was 138.95. So any questions regarding this information, what I just put on the board? Okay, so we're ready to answer questions. Let's do it. What is the regular selling price? Well, to answer that, I need cost. So cost can be found as markup over MC, right? So markup is what? 42 over 0.375. So 42 over 0.375 is 112. And therefore, S is 112 plus 42. What is it? 154. Any questions for question 1? So 2. What is the rate of markup based on regular selling price? So MS is 42 over 154. So 42 over 154 is 0.27. And again, this guy is in period. And we know depends on accuracy. Well, personally, I would prefer something like that, 0.273. What is rate of markdown? Rate of markdown, that's amount of markdown, and we need to find it. That's 154 minus 138.95. So 154 minus 138.95 1505. And markdown rate, it's only one, right? Always based on S, which is regular selling price. So 154 is 0.0977. What is it? 2727 imputed. So markdown rate approximately, I would say 9. Again, depends what accuracy we need. I would put this. Okay, till that point, any questions, guys? Okay, so what is the profit or loss during promotional sale? So 138.95. Hold on, that's number 4, right? So 4 profit, and again 138.95. That's amount of our revenue minus, and now I have to take all the expenses. That is cost, which is 112 bucks, and that is E, that's 17.5 from S, and S is 154. 17. Oh, sorry, 17.5. 17.5 times 154. So let's calculate that music. Well, it's 0. Is it? Yes. Yeah. So we broke even. Please confirm my calculations. And let me know when you're ready for a last question. So guys, have you done your calculations yet? Okay, so finally, what is the market price? That's what Ariel asked. What is MP? Market price if merchant wants to offer 20% of discount and have planned profit. So he wants to have 154 on hands, right? And 5 marked price, that is S, 1 minus D. So 154, 1 minus 0.2. Let's calculate. 192.5. So that is price, what he has to put on the price tag, and offer, and will be able to offer you 20% of discount. So always, guys, ask for discount, especially if salesperson is on the floor. Right? They always have room for negotiation. Always. Questions, guys? Okay, so this happy note, we're done for today. So basically chapter 5 and 6, we went through all key points, and to practice that, you do exercises I put on this page. So, any questions before we say goodbye? So now, when you have already your knowledge and your experience, you see how in reality simple that material is. Right? Guys, am I right? Yes or no? Okay, so practice. All quizzes are online. We have 8 quizzes online, so that's it. And you have till what? Till April 23rd, basically 2.5 weeks to do that. Yes. So I told you last time, if you remember, that Friday 15 will be no class because we have Good Friday. And Wednesday, April 20th, will be final review. So I expect you to have questions for the review. Okay. And what we will do next 2 classes, we will review rest of the material. So 5 and 6 done. Now we have 7 and 8 for the next class. We'll see how it will go. And compound interest was the last chapter. So even if you don't have time for that, it should be the most fresh information that you have. All the chapters, Ariel, from 5 to 10. That's the comprehensive exam. Okay, people. Thank you for class, and see you Friday. Goodbye.